Guys, this is going to be a different video from what you're used to on this channel. Today, I'm a professor. This video is all about getting out of your own head. These are not my glasses. I can't see anything. Have you guys ever seen the midwit meme? There's a joke about an IQ bell curve where in the beginning on the left side, there's kind of this idiot who just goes about all of life only using his instincts. Let's pretend I'm the idiot. Well, we don't have to pretend. Let's be honest. I'm just going to play this groove that I'm hearing in my head right now. I'm just going to go for it. And then you got the guy in the middle of the bell curve who overthinks everything.
If my calculations are correct, and by examining the speed at which the average stroke is played or performed, I will be able to determine why some strokes make the skin of the drum vibrate a lot faster than others, and vice versa.
Bro, just play a f***ing groove.
Then you got the guy in the very end, like the sage master Yoda of drumming. He's just like, yeah, man, follow your ear, you know, play the music.
For me, the most important thing is to be out of my mind.
Basically, my point is, in order for us to achieve that sage level, not saying that I'm a sage at all, I'm like right here, in order to get to that Yoda level of playing and thinking. Sometimes, yeah, we got to do a lot of overthinking and analyzing and practicing, but that's for the practice room. You don't want to be on the gig talking about some 1E and the 2E and the 3E. Okay, I'm going to insert this drum fill that I found on TikTok. Oh crap, I missed it. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed the other one. Damn it. Oh. Does that make sense? Sometimes it's just better to get out of your own head and play the damn drums. And that's what this video is about. Here are my top 3 favorite ways to get out of my own head while I'm performing or recording or in front of a camera. You guys would be surprised how many questions I get about this at clinics and stuff. It's like, yo, Zach, whenever I turn on the camera, man, I just freeze up. Whenever I'm in front of an audience, I forget everything I practiced. Can anyone relate? I can. Tip number 1, prioritize the band over yourself. One of the most common things I hear from other musicians, whether it be in my DMs or just questions I get at drum clinics is, Zach, I sound so sick in the practice room, but whenever I get in front of an audience or under that red light in the studio, my playing goes to complete sh**. Here's the thing, you have the skills, but under pressure, you can't always access them. It's like having a very large file on your computer, but the folder just won't open because the system's lagging. That lag, that's the nerves, the overthinking, and the distraction of the audience. Everyone goes through this, especially me. I am certainly not some type of drum sage, although that would be pretty freaking sick, to be like a master Roshi of drums. But yes, everyone goes through this, but something that I've learned over the years that has helped me so good is instead of thinking about what I'm playing myself on stage, I think about what my bandmates are playing. I prioritize those guys over my own playing. This does a few things. 1, it helps you lock in tighter with your bandmates. You stop worrying about yourself and start becoming a part of the whole. 2, it takes the spotlight off your own nerves. Instead of obsessing over every little mistake you might make, your attention gets pulled outward, which keeps you calmer. It makes the music feel bigger than you. When you focus on the group sound, you stop trying to prove yourself and you start serving the song. And number 4, my favorite, it simply just gets you out of your own head. Tip number 2, expect to make mistakes. No matter what situation you're in, you cannot expect to be perfect. Like, have you ever played a gig, made one little mistake, maybe you missed beat 1, and then you spend the next few beats thinking about missing that beat 1, and because you're in your head thinking about the mistake you made another mistake. Now you're not locked in with your band, and everybody's giving you that little side eye, so you catch an attitude. You're like, why are you looking at me like that? Now your bandmates don't like you. Now you're fired. Your reputation's ruined. No more gigs, no more money. Your girlfriend leaves you because you can't buy her that bag, so you start drinking more. You become an alcoholic. You get in your car, you drive, you get into a crash, and then you die. All because you missed beat 1. Versus, if you go into the situation already expecting to make mistakes, welcoming the mistakes, not on purpose, don't be weird, then when you actually make a mistake, you can just be like, I knew that might have happened, I'll keep it going. That mindset pulls you right back into the music instead of spiraling in self-doubt. And here's the crazy part I've noticed, that makes you play better. Because instead of burning brain power on mistakes, you stay loose, relaxed, and fully locked into the groove or drum solo, whatever it may be. And your audience, they don't even notice the slip-ups. They just notice the vibe, the energy. Tip number 3, and this one is very, very cliche, and you already know this, but it's have fun. Seriously. We get so logged in and trying to be real perfect, especially with Instagram and the editing. We We get so locked into that stuff that we forget why we started playing in the first place. It's fun, baby. When you remind yourself mid-gig, yo, I'm literally getting paid to hit stuff with sticks. You loosen up a bit, you smile, you start laughing more with your bandmates. And the crazy part is, the audience feeds off of that more than they do perfection.
I sent a Snapchat to all my friends telling them I was faking audition tapes. And this was the song I was working on when that happened. It's called Bees.
Let me give you a short story. When I was a kid, I went to this jazz concert and 2 bands performed that night. There is an opening band and a closing band. The opening band, they were playing some of the most crazy melodies I've ever heard. I'm talking like Armageddon blues style type melodies. And at the time, I'm just a kid and my little tiny brain could barely comprehend anything that was happening musically. But I'll tell you what stuck with me. The bandmates were cracking up at each other, particularly during the solos, or maybe like the guitar player was playing something like, oh, this is too fast, and the bass player's like, They were communicating with us, the audience members. They were laughing, they were smiling, they were having a good time. You could tell that all of the bandmates were really good friends, and it gave off this really nice energy. It's like, man, this is fun. This is like a party. Yeah, I couldn't really understand the music or what they were playing, but I was entertained, and it made the whole experience enjoyable, right? And as like a super noob in jazz, I was like, oh, I see. This is why people like this. And then the headline band came on. Musically, they were also insane. I mean, keep in mind, I didn't really understand the difference. It sounded like a bunch of notes to me. Probably how a lot of some of you feel when you hear the song Bees by Everything Yes. Yeah, they were sick, but the energy, dead. Like, I'm talking, the saxophone player would take a solo, but the drummer would be looking down at his snare drum like his snare drum owed him money or something. But then, when the saxophone player wasn't soloing, he would just walk off the stage. Literally every time. And trust me, I get walking off stage. Sometimes it's cool, right? Especially if it's just like a big drum solo, or you really want to like pay attention to one guy. But I'm talking every time he wasn't playing, he was like, all right, I'm gonna go in the back. You could almost sense that the guys in the band didn't like each other. And as a kid, you know, I didn't really care how technically good they were. I just wanted the fun band back. And here's where this all ties together. When you're having fun, you literally can't be stuck in your own head. It's like your brain doesn't have room for nerves and joy at the same time. The fun takes over, and instead of thinking, oh man, don't mess up, man, I'm gonna mess up. Your brain kind of switches to, yo, this groove kind of feels fire. Hey, what up, Nathan? How you doing over there, man? Think about it this way. When you watch a UFC fight, do you think the fighters expect you to know how to throw a lead hook, spinning back elbow? No. That's why they kind of hype each other up before the fight, you know? They troll each other. They want to entertain us, the viewers. It makes you invested in the fight, the performance.
Sorry I'm late, I just don't give a f.
It's the same thing with music. The audience doesn't really care if you can play a triple paradiddle diddle in the key of Z flat, unless you're performing at Berkeley. They care about how you can make them feel. So yeah, have fun, because when you're vibing, they're vibing. I don't even like using that word vibe. Vibes! What's your star sign? And the best part is that fun kicks you out of your own head faster than anything else can. I mean, that's just my opinion. Yeah, man, those are my top 3 favorite methods to get out of my own head. Not a typical video from this channel, but if this helped one person, I'm glad. Guys, if you have any secret tips or tricks about how you kind of trick yourself out of being nervous, it doesn't even have to be drum related. It could be, you know, in work, in the business, or maybe you're trying to go ask that girl out, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, please leave your comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Some of you probably don't think I read the comments, but I really do go through and try to read every single one. You know, even though I may not respond or leave it a heart, I'll read it. Even the ones like this. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, especially if you made it all the way through here to the end. Here's my dog.